Yeah, hello everyone. Thanks for coming. I hope I just hold it in the right way, so everyone can hear me. So, um, so yeah, my name is Jelena, and I'm a HR generalist at Hypercell Games. Um, Sorry that I'm a bit nervous. That's my first time. So all the decision of career in career. So I'm making them as well. Also, my participating here. So this is one of the decisions I made. So okay, let's start. Oh, it works. We faced a lot of things in past years, and all of these things affected on me, on you, on actually everyone. So we are talking about the pandemic, about the financial crisis, public relation crisis, war, and yeah, it's actually it's good to remember, but not to have. Yeah, and also these things that affected on the market as well. And here you can see the numbers of these years. And this is not even the end of the year, but and that is not like everything, and that's not all. But these numbers actually are huge. So, what could lead to such a market situation? And of course, it's budget. Companies make budget-driven decisions, and it affected on layoffs, like from the not the best part of the decisions. And also, there is a good thing that budget affected also on new hires. So we can still be unemployed and having new offers, and we still can develop. So yeah, so these are the questions that I really wanted to talk to, and I hope that we all will find answer on these questions. So what to expect because of the market, how to act, and what to look at as well. So I forgot that I have three different slides. I'm so sorry. So yeah, let's take a first look at the desired position on the market in general. And these are four positions. It's not only because of my personal meaning, but also because of the in-game job portal, the statistics I had. So these four positions, like UI/UX designer, game designer, product manager, and data analyst, these are like the most hottest positions we have right now. If we will take a look at this slide, so here you see the difference that most companies, they more interested in middle and senior positions and middle senior level of new employees. And here we see also the huge difference between juniors and others. By junior, I also mean internship that also included in the statistics as well. So, yeah. So what can be the conclusion of it, and also what can be happen next? A lot of speakers already talk about the AI, and that it like the thing that involved already in our lives, and we're using it in our life situations and also at work. So let's just think about AI and junior thing. So here you see like four different 3D flowers, and there is one different, and that's not only because the vase or the other on using the pot. So here you'll see that 2 flowers were created by 3D artists, and 2 others were created by AI. So now I think that you see the difference more clearly because of the smiling things and everything else, but still. To become from junior to middle, at least you need an average like 2 years of experience. If we're talking, for example, about AI and what we have now, this average time period is, of course, less than in like a real in a real life person. So, and it's not only about artistic part, but also AI affected on HR field, because I'm asking like what, how to do an onboarding, and even, for example, from the social media part, we have an Instagram account, and I started to ask ChatGPT about, could you please advise some idea what to post? And he's doing it really great. But of course, an HR onboarding field and like posting idea, we can just Google. But as an example that we have in our company, we had a position of monetization manager. Why I'm saying had? Because we just needed only a few months, and our developer, they created an IE bot. So the machine could do that the live person can. So there is no need for a position, for example, like a senior monetization manager in our company, because we just have an eye, and yeah, so that's it. And the point is that if you're thinking about to change the field, or to get into the game dev, or not even game dev, like everything, it's really good to think about that now, because you will definitely need like a year or a few to grow, to develop, but AI, I'm pretty much sure that doesn't. So yeah, so we have like this thing and those situations. So the second question, so how we should act, what should we do? The first thing that making all of the decision, you need to be like decision confidence, but not just only by yourself, but this is, of course, it's the main point, but also for the companies. For example, you're employed or you're looking for a new place to work at. So you really need to be honest, transparency, things like clarity and flexible with you and the company you're planning to work at or you're already working with. Why so? Because it is really important that when you both, I mean by both, like you and the company, has the same goals, has the same things to do, and has you both have like everything in common. It's like a relation, so you both need to go on one way. So as an example that we have, sorry, I just couldn't prepare more beautiful slides for an example. During this time, a lot of our colleagues, they relocated to different countries by their own or not. So yeah, but it's what we have now. And one of our colleagues, she moved to another country, and now she has I guess 6 or 7 hours back to our time. So we used to work in the same time zone. And she was so honest with us that she actually told us about her idea to move to another country, like in a year before she did so. And we started to think about how can we still be together with her in the company. So how we can manage, for example, time zones, the tasks, how we can manage all the things together. And of course, she's staying with us, and this is a really good part. But let's just think about the situation like from the other side. If she won't tell us that she's moving to another country, we will have such a time zone, and for example, we like waiting for her at a call at 10 in the morning, and she has like free during the midnight. So of course, there will be some question about how we can just, for example, even do that because we're in the same team. So transparency, it's a really good thing that we really need to just to think and just to accept. Also, the relocation part is about flexibility, about the thing that if, for example, company asking about the relocation thing, so you really need to think about that. That's not because just a whim or just because the company wants you to go somewhere because, I don't know, there is like better living thing or whatever. It's also because of the sanction, because of the tax residence, financial stability. Like there is a lot of things that everyone needs to think about and to be prepared too. So the flexibility is a really important thing. Then, for example, company asks you to relocate and you will save your place and you will save your spot. So just think about to do that. Or you need to make other decisions, for example, like to find other places somewhere. Also, that the one thing that I'm pretty much sure that a lot of you know about, but the cooperation types, because there are still different things, and now more companies work with different type of cooperation as well. So we all know about the employment agreement, but also I would like to know you about the cooperation agreement and the freelance agreement. This is also about flexibility, so you need to be prepared to be ready to cooperate with all of these types and think about the pros and cons of everything. So, I'm talking about the employment agreement. Probably you all should know that this is like pros that pluses social benefits, pension, paid sick leaves, vacation by law, of course. And also you endure in case of company liquidation. If, for example, talking about cons, so you need to work from a specific country, because if you need to save your tax residence, and this is like one of the important part, of course, as well. If you want to, for example, work with an employment agreement, you also need to think about the relocation, because if you want to work from a specific country with a specific company, so you need to have a work visa or permanent residence, so you will have the right to live in a country where the company actually registered. And also immediate termination, that is like a plus or minus. We are all different, so I just put it on the minus, but someone can think about it as a plus. If we're talking about cooperation agreements, so you can work from anywhere, so there is like more simplified hiring process, because you don't need to have like any other work certificate or certificate of service, so you just need to have a registration as self-employed or, for example, individual interpreter, and that's actually all. From the things that really not that secure, I mean, it's of course tax declaration filing and tax certificate. So please just be prepared that, for example, company will need from you some documents that they really need to like close the legal part and close the annual years and all the necessary documents as well. If we're talking about the freelance agreement, it's almost the same as a cooperation, but yeah, you see that 2 points are different, so it's time term, and also you're not aware of the company plans, but still it's a really good thing for the cooperation and for your experience as well. From our side and what we have in the company, yeah, you see that 59% of Hypercell colleagues. They're working with the cooperation agreement, and only 33 working with an employment agreement. Why so? Because only 33% of our colleagues are living in Latvia. And we're working from the office, and other guys, they're working from the different part of world. But I would say that, and I want to say that, cooperation agreement, that's nothing about like you're not into company and you're not an employer and you're like just doing your things and doing your stuff. Of course not. You're a part of the company as well. So the only one different, it's only in the legal part. So the company decided of how to manage and how to cooperation agreement contractors can fill them in the company. For example, we still have paid sick leaves and vacation days, no matter of cooperation type. So yeah, so what to look at? This is probably everyone already knows, but the risk management is a really important part. And before making a decision of or to stay or to move to another to other company, just make a pre-screening, because it's really good and you know where you're going or where you're working. There is like a difference between product dev company, publishing company. Also, there is a difference between external investors and self-sufficient company. And also, please check if it's one game company and multiple games company as well. So every type have some risks. So there is no perfect company in the perfect world. That's not all. That's not all about. But still, you can or increase your risks to, for example, accept the offer in the company, or you can the lower risks. For example, if you will take a part in a company that everyone knows that. I don't know, have 10 games, they still earn money, not from the one, for example, but from several ones. And you can see that the company still has budget and opportunities to develop. This is the thing that, or you're employed or not, but this is the good thing to consider before making any decision. So if you're employed or not employed right now, so the thing is that salary is important, but not the only one thing that we have and the only one thing that drives us to make all of the decisions. So please check always the benefits the company has, that's financial, business trips, corporate events, flexible working hours, even, I don't know, the merch or something like that. So that's, that all counts. Also, please consider the relocation packages, team members, common goals with the company, trust level, if the company offer helps, communication level, investment in existing talents. All these things really matter. If, for example, you have only the salary, this is not that it's all about. So if you want to find a place and where you can develop, where you can work, and you will want to work not just only a year, but a period of time. So these things are really important. And a small summary. So if you're employed, please check all this, the benefits. Please check how do you feel yourself at the company and how do you feel right now. The communication level, the company trust level, the stability of you and the company as well. Also analyze in-house perspective. So these are the things and these are the points that's really important before making the decisions. If you're unemployed, please, no panic. That's a good thing. You should be active. Also, the seasonal hiring, it still exists. Even the time of time on the market. So yeah, there is less vacancies during the winter period and summer because a lot of on vacation, but autumn and spring, yeah, thank you so much. These are the good time for hiring and just to check around and to find new offers, to find new job ads. You really need to think about what you want to do. Where do you want to live and work? Like all these steps you need to think about in your head. Also, please be prepared to work and collaborate with the different type of agreements and documents. And you need to decide what is really important for you, or social benefits, or remuneration and experience. This is also and depends on the document type, so you really need to be honest with you as well. And lessons learned so far, that there is still desired position statistics, so just always check what going on the market, so who is looking for whom, so these are really a good point. Agreement type specification, that's good to know as well. Salary is not what it's all about. You need to learn and grow. Please be responsible for your decision. So your decision is unfortunately your decision, so you need to be prepared to that as well. And be prepared for any situation that can happen. So we can use to everything, but it's good to be ready at least. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Do we have any questions in the audience? Raise your hand. Yes.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Dmitry. One quick question. There are thoughts and some opinions that the current crisis with all these layoffs and investment decrease is almost done and we are coming to a more stable period. What do you think about that? Maybe you see some indicators of that.
Hi, thanks for your question. Yeah, I was hoping about that too, but when I saw the statistics about this year, so I can just go back to the slide. Just wait a second, please. Sorry. But the statistic is for this year, and this is like not. I think that this is the middle of this age, of the stage. Why so? Because we almost had the same situation then the pandemic came. So we also had the crisis, and in a year, so we have like this stabilized market. For now, we cannot be really sure what's happening, what can be happen like in a year or a half a year. Unfortunately, because of the things that happen, and we're just, if we could affect on the market, I'm pretty much sure that we will do so, but unfortunately, no.
Thanks. Do we have more?
Hey, I'm Petros, and I have a question. It's a bit of a cheeky one. Do you think it's better to apply to companies that just had layoffs, or the ones that didn't have any layoffs? Which is the safer bet?
Oh, you actually better to apply to each company. Why so? Because if, for example, a company had just layoffs and they just got into like the budget that they really wanted to, so they for sure will have some free money and free budget things that they can still spend, for example, on new hiring. So even if the company has like layoffs, there is no thing that there will be not open vacancies or that they won't hire. So it just only depends on you, only depends on what you want to do and where do you want to work. So
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.